Woo! You guys thought October was bad. Well, I'm telling y'all right now, we are about to have a serious problem in November. Our wallets are in trouble. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Kenneth. Today, guys, we are going to talk about my 10 most anticipated 4K and Blu-ray titles for the month of November 2022. And man, I don't think I realized just how big this month was until I started digging into it. There is so much coming out this month, guys. Like I said in the opening, you thought October was bad. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, just the first week alone, and again, we'll get into it here in a second, has enough to make a 10 most anticipated video. But look, guys, we're going to run down my 10 most anticipated. We're also going to talk about some honorable mentions. We kind of have to. There's just so much coming out. And also just other notable stuff that's coming out that I'm not necessarily interested in, but you guys might be. But before we get into it, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We talk about physical media, new 4Ks and Blu-rays on this channel every single day. If you like that kind of stuff, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me, then definitely consider hitting the subscribe button for more great content. Also, be sure to hit the like button and comment down below, guys. I need to know, what are you the most excited about in the world of physical media for the month of November 2022? Like I said, there's something for everybody in this month. This is an insane month for physical media. So let me know what you're the most excited about. Your top 5 most anticipated, your top 10, your top 15, your top 20. You could probably make a top 25. Let me know what you're the most excited about in that comment section below. And without further ado, let's jump into my first most anticipated title for the month of November. This is in no particular order, just my 10 most anticipated, and that is Top Gun Maverick, coming out from Paramount on November the 1st. So I love this movie when I saw it in theaters. It is still my favorite movie of the entire year, and I cannot wait to own this movie in 4K. I cannot wait. I have to have it day one. The weird thing about this one is everything but the 2-movie 4K collector's set is coming out. It's like it got not pushed back, but pushed forward to Halloween. So a lot of this stuff has the scheduled release date of October the 31st. So it's not technically November, but it was November. So it's kind of this weird, like, gray area. So I'm still going to lump it in to the November release. You are getting multiple editions with this set. You're getting the 4K for $29.95. You're getting a Blu-ray for $24.96. You're getting a 4K Best Buy exclusive steelbook for $34.99. You're also getting a Walmart exclusive steelbook with like this little like plate, alternate like artwork plate thing for $34.96. And you're getting the 2-movie 4K collector set for $39.99. Like I said, that is the only one that you can pick up on November the 1st. The other ones, it's saying that you can get on October the 31st. So go ahead and order off of Amazon. You might go ahead and get this on Monday, a day earlier than everybody else will. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on with Paramount. They're doing weird stuff, but Top Gun Maverick, nonetheless, I am super excited to check this one out in 4K. So let's get into my second most anticipated for the month of November, and it's Christmas Vacation on 4K, coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 1st for $27.99. Now, one thing to note, and this is the same with the next one we're going to talk about, is you can actually get this title for $24.99 on Groove right now. So you might want to pick it up on there versus Amazon. Christmas Vacation in 4K. I'm a little conflicted here. I am excited to watch this movie in 4K, but I don't usually watch this movie in November, so little conflicted here. I might wait until Christmas Eve to actually watch this, but I am excited to get it and have it in the collection. I love the slipcover on it. I love the image on the slipcover. I would have liked the classic poster as well, but this is this is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I have to watch this movie every year on Christmas Eve. I love it. It's one of the most quotable Christmas movies of all time, and I have to have it. The only thing with this one is they should have gave it a steelbook. They didn't give it a steelbook, and they absolutely should have. They could have done some amazing stuff with the Christmas Vacation steelbook. So yeah, Christmas Vacation, I am really looking forward to this one in 4K, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it next week. I'll probably watch it next week. I got to see Clark Griswold in 4K. I got to see that squirrel coming out the Christmas tree right at me in 4K. I need it. I need the Jell-O mold in 4K as well. I need it all in 4K. Cousin Eddie, all of it. so I probably won't be able to wait. But yeah, Christmas Vacation, really looking forward to that one. That's my number 2. My number 3 is A Christmas Story, coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers on November the 1st for $27.85. Again, you can get that on Groove for $24.99 right now as well. So A Christmas Story is probably my second favorite Christmas movie of all time. Again, I'm looking forward to watching this one, but this is one that I always watch on Christmas Day, so it's kind of conflicting with both these Christmas titles. I just don't usually watch Christmas movies in November. I don't know, does that make me weird? Do you guys usually start in November? Let me know in the comment section below. But I'm sure this one's going to look amazing. I feel like this one's probably of all the Christmas 4Ks coming out that week, and we'll get into the other ones here in a second. I think that this one's going to look the best. But yeah, Christmas Story in 4K, I love this movie. The leg lamp in 4K, come on, are you guys kidding me? And I love the cover art on this one as well. So really excited for Christmas Story coming out on 4K. That is my number 3. My number 4, we're kind of changing our trajectory here a little bit and getting into a little bit of creature feature action in the form of Piranha on 4K, coming out from Screen Factory on November the 1st for $27.99. So I've actually never seen Piranha before, so getting to watch this movie for the first time in 4K, I'm sure will be a real treat. Getting to see all the piranhas chew everybody up and the blood and the guts flying everywhere in 4K. Where could you go wrong, right? So yeah, Screen Factory, they got a couple of really cool titles coming out this month, but the one that I'm most looking forward to is probably Piranha on 4K, because I've heard some insane things about this movie and definitely looking forward to checking it out for the first time. So that's my number 4. Now let's get into my number 5, and we're going to get a little bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger action here with The Running Man 4K Steelbook coming out from Paramount on November the 1st for $27.99. So you can only get this on 4K with the Steelbook. There is no standalone slipcover with this. And yeah, I'm very excited for this one. I've only seen The Running Man maybe one time, and I was probably like 10 or 11 when I first watched this. So I really don't remember too much about it. It's not one of Arnold's that I revisit very often. So very excited to check this one out again. And this Steelbook that Paramount's releasing is freaking awesome looking. Like, it has a slipcover. Like, they're really taking a cue from Lionsgate at this point. And it looks amazing. Like, the artwork on this Steelbook is fantastic. The slipcover looks awesome. The only thing I'm wondering is, I was kind of looking at the slipcover, is it going to be the same type of slipcover that they did with The Ring? Because it kind of looks like it could be a cardboard slipcover, which I know people were not too high on. But hopefully it's a plastic slipcover like the Lionsgate stuff. But yeah, The Running Man 4K Steelbook looks like an amazing Steelbook, and I'm really looking forward to rewatching this movie in 4K. I'm sure it's going to look great. And yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so looking forward to watching that one for sure. That's my number 5, most anticipated. Let's get into my number 6, and we're getting into a little bit of classic film right here. And we're finally out of the first week of November as well. Coming out on November the 8th is Casablanca on 4K from Warner Brothers for $26.35. So I've seen this movie before. I liked it a lot, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it like I was hoping to get into it. So I'm hoping that I watch this again in 4K and maybe warm up to it a little bit more. And I'm just really into black and white in 4K right now. Every single transfer that I've seen in 4K that's black and white has been amazing. And I'm sure that this movie is going to look spectacular. So more so for the actual like visuals, the 4K visuals, than the movie itself. I'm really excited to see Casablanca in 4K. I just really think it's going to look amazing. So yeah, that comes out on November the 8th. Now let's get into my 7th I keep messing up my fingers. My 7th most anticipated title that's coming out in the month of November. And this is a Blu-ray title. This is my first Blu-ray that I'm going to talk about here. And this is Earth Girls Are Easy, coming to Blu-ray from Vestron and Lionsgate as a part of that Vestron video line on November the 8th for $17.99. So I was just so excited when this one got announced, because this is a movie that I remember from my childhood. The cast in this movie, if you don't know what this movie is, just listen up. I'm going to try to sell you on this movie. You got Damon Wayans, you got Jim Carrey, and you got Jeff Goldblum coming to Earth as aliens, these like colorful furry aliens, and they're trying to court Gina Davis's character in this movie. So I don't remember like all the actual like intricacies of the plot, but it's like a rom-com, like a sci-fi rom-com, but it's a really funny movie from what I remember. I've always remember loving this movie, and I'm super excited to get this one in and rewatch. Hopefully it ages well and I still enjoy it as much as as I did when I was a kid, because it's probably been about 15 to 20 years since I've seen this film, but I was just so excited when this one got announced. I need more of this type of stuff from the 80s, the 90s, stuff I remembered from when I was a kid, like Coneheads when they released that on Blu-ray not too long ago. I just got so excited. So this is a movie I used to watch over and over again. Like, if they did a movie like Suburban Commando, Encino Man, I don't know like who has all the rights to all this stuff or if it would be possible, but I need boutique releases of all of these movies, all of these great movies I used to watch from my childhood. So Earth Girls Are Easy is definitely one that I am just super stoked for. And the artwork on the slipcover for this is just freaking awesome. I'm just loving what Vestron Video is doing with their line now. And at an affordable price at that, $17.99 is not a bad price at all to own this movie. So yeah, Earth Girls Are Easy is my 7th most anticipated. Now let's get into my number 8 most anticipated for the month, and that is Reservoir Dogs, coming out on 4K, the Quentin Tarantino film, coming out from Lionsgate on November the 15th. And it's getting a regular 4K release, which does not have a pre-order as of right now, so there is no price available right now, but it is saying that it's still coming out. I don't know if it's going to get delayed or anything like that. The steelbook is going for $21.99. That is a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. I'm definitely getting this steelbook because it looks incredible. You have the ear like being removed when you lift that slipcover. It's a Lionsgate steelbook, which you know it's going to be awesome. But yeah, the cover on this is just incredible. I'm going to be showing images of it, but you have the head with the ear coming off as you lift the slipcover. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Like, they're just killing it with these slipcover designs. That to me is up there with the American Psycho steelbook that they did last year. So I'm really looking forward to picking up the steelbook. Really looking forward to watching this movie in 4K. Like, I really think this one's going to look incredible as well. So Reservoir Dogs coming out from Lionsgate. We just need more Tarantino in 4K. We need every Tarantino film in 4K. Of course, we're going to get Pulp Fiction in December. I was hoping we'd get Jackie Brown this year as well. So hopefully, I'm holding out hope. Fingers crossed that we'll get an announcement for that soon. But yeah, 4K steelbook, that's where it's at with this one. I might double dip and get the standalone 4K as well. It just depends on the price. But Reservoir Dogs is my number 8. And next up, guys, my number 9 is Wayne's World on 4K, coming out from Paramount on November the 15th, getting a 4K for $21.99 and a 4K steelbook for $24.99 as well. So I feel like this one's going to look pretty good also, but it's just this is my favorite comedy of all time, so it really doesn't matter to me. I have to collect every single version of this. I'm a little disappointed that the steelbook is the same design that the one that came out earlier this year. I feel like they could have at least done something different with the steelbook to just make it stand out and make it worth the collector's while, because this is what keeps pissing off the physical media community. The fact that you're releasing, or Paramount's releasing, these steelbooks and then using those and how they sell as a barometer for what they're going to release in 4K next. So I guess the Wayne's World steelbook sold well, and now they're doing Wayne's World in 4K, and then they're re-releasing the exact same steelbook. So that kind of stuff, it is a little annoying for sure. I wish they would have done another steelbook. But yeah, certainly excited to pick up Wayne's World in 4K. I think it'll look amazing, but it's one of those movies that I have to buy every single version of. I love this movie. It is my favorite comedy of all time. Been watching this movie since I was a kid. This is a comedy that does not age, in my opinion. It is just as funny now as it was back when I was a kid watching it back in 1992. It does not age a bit. The comedy is still so hilarious to this day. So love Wayne's World. Super excited to get that one on November the 15th. And my last most anticipated, my 10th most anticipated for the month of November is Malcolm X, directed by Spike Lee, coming out in 4K from the Criterion Collection on November the 22nd. And this is going to be going for $34.99, but also keep in mind the Criterion sale is November, so this is actually going to be $24.99 with that Criterion sale in effect. So definitely, if you want to pick up Malcolm X at all, I would definitely recommend that you grab it in November, because that's when it'll be at its cheapest. But I'm really looking forward to this one. I love this movie. It's probably my favorite Spike Lee film. I think it's probably Denzel Washington. It's hard to say because he's got so many great performances, but it's probably Denzel Washington's greatest performance. So I just love him in this movie. I think just visually this movie's really going to look fantastic in 4K. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to Malcolm X in 4K coming out on November the 22nd. Now let's get into my honorable mentions. And like I said, we've got so much to talk about this month. So I really tried to whittle this down as much as I could, because there's probably 15 I could have put in here, but I only got 8, starting with Elf on 4K from Warner Brothers on November the 1st for $27.99. This is one that I feel like I don't need to own week of. I can probably pick this one up closer to Christmas. I do want it, but again, Elf is one that I watch on Christmas Day every year, so I'll probably grab this like a couple weeks before Christmas and then watch it on Christmas Day. Starship Troopers, the 4K Steelbook, coming out from Sony on November the 1st for $27.99. I love Starship Troopers. I never picked it up in 4K, so this is a great opportunity for me to finally own this film in 4K in the form of this gorgeous steelbook. And this is also getting a new special feature as well. I think it's getting like a cast reunion interview or something, so that's really cool as well. And also adding Dolby Vision to the 4K. So really excited for Starship Troopers on 4K. I love this movie, directed by Paul Verhoeven. We also got Escape from Alcatraz coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on November the 8th for $27.99. So this is another one that I don't know if I'll grab week of, but I'm definitely excited to pick this one up at some point. Heard great things about the movie. Saturday Night Fever coming to 4K from Paramount on November the 8th for $21.78. So another one that I'm excited to get. I might actually get this one week of. But I just couldn't get it in my top 10. I had to put this one in honorable mentions, but really excited to see this one in 4K for the first time. I'm sure the music is incredible. I love John Travolta as well. Used Cars is a Robert Zemeckis film coming to 4K from Shout Factory on November the 15th for $27.99. Excited to get this one as well. I might grab it the week it comes out. I just could not get this one in my top 10. There's just so much coming out. We also got In the Company of Wolves coming out on 4K from Scream Factory on November the 22nd for $27.99. I've heard really great things about this film. This is a horror film from 1984 that looks like it loosely follows the Little Red Riding Hood storyline. So I am looking forward to seeing this one. I'll probably grab this week up, but again, there's just so much coming out this month. I could not get this in my 10 most anticipated. We also got WALL-E coming out on 4K from Criterion on November the 22nd for $34.99. But again, with that Criterion sale in effect in November, you can probably get this one for $24.99, or you will be able to get this one for $24.99 is what I mean. So WALL-E is not my favorite Disney Pixar film, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, unpopular take, but I've never loved this film like everybody else does. But I want to support this because this is a venture for Disney, and I feel like if it's successful, we'll get more of this type of stuff. We'll get more of Disney licensing out their stuff to other boutique labels. So I want to support this no matter what, no matter how I feel about the movie. And plus, this case is going to be freaking awesome. It looks like a digipack case for WALL-E, and I just cannot wait to own it in the collection. I don't have WALL-E in my collection. I have it on DVD, and that's the only edition of WALL-E that I have. So this will be first time on Blu-ray on 4K, and I'm excited to own it. I'm excited to watch it, but again, it's not one of my favorite Pixar films, but I want to support this endeavor by Disney into licensing their stuff out to boutique labels. And the last one of my honorable mentions is one that killed me to leave off my 10 most anticipated, but Mystery Men just barely missed the cut. Coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on November the 22nd for $27.99. So I absolutely adore this movie. I love this movie, and I cannot wait to pick this up. I will pick this up day one, but I just couldn't get it in my top 10. The 10 that I have in my top 10, I am more anticipating than this one. I love a lot of movies that's coming out this month. Some of my all-time favorites are coming out in the month of November. It's really incredible. But yeah, Mystery Men is an absolute day one buy, so had to put that one in honorable mentions. Let's get into some of the other titles. And again, like I haven't mentioned enough, like I said, November is freaking stacked, and I'm still, even saying all this stuff I'm getting ready to say, I'm still not even, I feel like I'm scratching the surface of this month. There's still other stuff that I'm leaving off of this. So I'm going to go through this week by week, starting with November the 1st. We got the Polar Express 4K coming out with a steelbook. We got Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, all coming to 4K this week as well. They're getting individual releases. They're also getting a collector's edition set with all three of them in it. We also got Holiday Inn coming out on 4K this week. And then getting into November the 8th, we have 8 Mile coming out on 4K with a steelbook. I'll probably end up getting this, but again, I can't say I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't love the movie 8 Mile from what I remember. That steelbook does look awesome, so I'll probably end up getting that from Groove, but it's one that I'm not really excited about. I'll get it probably, but I'm just not really excited about it, so it couldn't get in the honorable mentions in the top 10, but I know a lot of people's really looking forward to 8 Mile on 4K. We also got The Power of the Dog coming out on 4K from Criterion. On November the 22nd, we got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in 4K. We got High Plains Drifter in 4K. We got Shrek 2 on 4K, and we got the Sony Pictures Classic 11 Film 4K Collection, which I do kind of want, but the price is just too high. I just cannot justify the cost of that set at this point. Maybe if it goes down a little bit in the future. And on November the 29th, we have Don't Worry, Darling coming out on 4K and Train to Busan coming out on 4K. So like I said, guys, it is a stacked month for the month of November. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please, in that comment section below, let me know your top 5, your top 10 most anticipated titles for the month of November. Also, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.